Big disclaimer. This was supposed to be a video kind of like me celebrating on behalf of WIZ ONE's new comeback. And I was supposed to release this before their official comeback. But due to some circumstances, I ended up not editing this video until after their comeback. So I wanted to upload this video before uploading my reaction to Panorama, but instead it's going to be the other way around. If you want to check out my reaction to Panorama, then click down in the link in the description below. Anyways, enjoy the video. You know, I love WIZ ONE a lot. They are my all-time favorite girl group. But being a WIZ ONE is no easy task at all. There's so many constant struggles I go through every single day as a fan of this group. Like, being a WIZ ONE, it has its perks, but there's just so many things that we have to go through, and it's just a pain sometimes to stand this group. Here are the struggles of being a WIZ ONE, and these are in no particular order. So if we're talking about WIZ ONE, then we're talking about Produce 48, right? A struggle that I constantly go through is basically try not to cry every single time I watch Produce 48. Like, I don't know about you, but a lot of audition programs, they've always got that tear-jerking moments, right? But Produce 48 is just a huge tearjerker, especially the last episode when all the members get chosen to be on the group. And you see all the members crying as they just lay out their speech to thank like the fans and thank everyone that helped them on this journey. And then the camera cuts to all the members just trying not to cry, and then you just see Chaeyeon getting into the group and Sakura basically hyperventilating, trying not to cry as they find out that they're in the group together. Like, it's just so sad. And every single time I watch clips of it, or just watch Produce 48, I just bawl my eyes out like crazy. And no, I'm not saying that crying is a bad thing, but you know, it's just every single time I have to prepare tissues because I know I'm gonna cry. So if you ever want to do stan WIZ ONE and you watch Produce 48, the program that brought them together, then I suggest you prepare tissues because you are gonna cry a lot. Another thing that sort of brings me to tears a little bit is just that I have to worry about the members a lot. The WIZ ONE members have gone through a lot of stuff, especially with the whole Produce 48 and Produce 101 vote rigging scandal, and like the members had to go on a hiatus because of that. Like, even up to this day, I kind of still worry for the members. Like, I just hope that they're doing okay, especially during this pandemic, especially during the time that they weren't able to promote. Like, I just really hope that their mental is just really great and they're just constantly happy being able to do what they want to do. Because you've got members that aren't even adults yet in this group, like Eugene and Wonyoung. So like, you know, it's a constant struggle to have to worry about these members. But you know, it shows that we care. It shows that we are big fans of this group and we really genuinely care for the people, the humans in this group. So WIZ ONE, I don't know if you're ever gonna watch this. I don't know if you're watching this right now, but you know, I really care for all you members. I care for each and every one of you members, and I just hope that you guys are healthy and happy. Okay, let's not talk about more sad things anymore. Let's talk about like funny and just crazy stuff now. I think this was a big struggle for me when I first joined the fandom, but it was telling the Choyuris apart. For those of you that are not WIZ ONE fans, the Choyuris is a subunit in WIZ ONE, and they are called the Choyuris because they all look alike. It consists of the members Yuri, Yena, and Chaewon, and they got the name Choyuris because I guess they just all look alike, and that's why them three, they all look like Yuri apparently, but they all just look similar, so that's why they're called the Choyuris. And let me just tell you that I could not memorize their faces. Like, I memorized all their names on like the first week, right? But I could not memorize the faces of the Choyuris especially until like 2-3 months into the fandom. And I know some people might be like, oh, they all look the same, that's racist. But no, seriously, if you look at pictures of them three together, like they'll take selfies, them three, or just like video clips of them three together, then like you can't even tell, especially when they're having the same hair color, sometimes you can't even tell who is who. And this is for some of the fans, but let's have a little quiz, shall we? All right, let's look at this member right here, okay? Try and guess which member of the Choyuris you think this is. It's okay, I'll give you time. It's kind of hard, isn't it? Like I don't even know which member of the Choyuris this is. And you know why? Because she's not a member of the Choyuris. I mean, she does look alike, but this is actually Ugi from G-Idol. And I guess technically she is considered part of the Choyuris, like the unofficial line. But yeah, she just looks alike, and she's not even in the group. And so you already got doppelgangers that are not in the group. Let's look at another picture, shall we? Now this member looks a lot like one of the Choyuris, right? If you guessed that this was Yuri, then you're wrong. This is actually Yujong from IOI or Wekimeki. And yes, Yuri was known for looking like Yujong when she first appeared on Produce 48. Man, they got a lot of doppelgangers, oh my god. Lastly, let's look at this member. Now, which member of the Choyuris do you think this is? Can you guess yet? Did you guess Chaewon? Well, you're wrong. This member isn't even a girl, first of all. This is Stray Kids' Felix. And yes, him and Chaewon look really alike. Like, they could literally be siblings separated at birth. That's how alike they look. So seriously, it is so hard to distinguish the Choyuris, but then you have other doppelgangers from other groups and all that, and like, oh my god, sometimes it's a mental struggle to really just point out which is which. Like, I'll mistake one member for the other when I look at teaser photos sometimes, and it's so sad. But like, seriously, like, I have to get this down. Like, it's already been like a couple years since I've been in the fandom, like at least 2 years, and so like, you know, I have to get this down. But this is something I struggle with daily. Speaking of the Choyuris, one thing I also struggle with is when I have multiple bias wreckers in the group. Specifically, if you bias one of the Choyuris, then the rest of the Choyuris are your bias wreckers. Like for me, my bias is Chaewon, but Yuri is my bias wrecker, and then I also can't forget about Yena. And then while I'm on that path, there's all these other members I really love as well, like Yujin and Sakura and Nako, Hitomi, Wonyoung. I love all the members, and all the members become the bias wreckers. So in other groups, you might only have one bias wrecker and one bias, but for IZ ONE, they're either all your biases or all your bias wreckers. And so it's always a constant struggle every time I'm watching music videos and whatnot.
Dude, Minju threw her down for
But hey, I can live with it. There's also the fact that IZ ONE is such a big group that it's so hard to keep up with everything they do. Like, IZ ONE has 12 members in the group, okay? And that may not be big compared to other groups like 17 or NCT, but 12 is still a big number. Like, that's still more than 10. So every single time I'm watching a live stage or like a variety show or something, then I'm always counting to make sure that all the IZ ONE members are there. And if I only count 11, and if I only count 11, then I know that one of the members is missing. And then I have to find out which member it is that's missing.
Oh my god, they look so good. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11? There's only 11? Wait. Someone is missing. But who? Yo, I don't know who's missing. Wait, who's missing? What the heck? Oh my god, who the heck is missing? Okay, let me just recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, 12. Okay, never mind. I miscounted. Oops.
And you always want to make sure that IZ ONE is together because IZ ONE is family. And when one member is left out, then that's not family. No, that's not the saying. What's the saying again? Ohana means family. Family means no one gets left behind. And I want to make sure that all of IZ ONE sticks together as one. That's why they're called IZ ONE, because you have to see them all with your eyes. You see them as one with your eyes. I mean, I made that up. Keeping up with all 12 members also means that you're also keeping up with all the memberships. And there's always different kinds of ships in different kinds of K-pop groups and all. Like sometimes there'll only be like OTP, a specific ship, or there might be like, oh, this member can be shipped with all these other members, right? And for IZ ONE, it's definitely like that. And I think that mostly fanfiction writers have a struggle with this. Like, this is personally not my struggle, but I think I notice this sometimes. But because IZ ONE has so many ships and all that, I think it's a real struggle for fanfic writers to like keep up with all the different kinds of pairings in this group.
Okay, so who should we write about next? Well then, I guess we can write about Sakura and Chaeyeon because they've basically been shipped ever since their debut. Oh, but then again, Sakura and Yena are also a really good pairing, especially the Tom and Jerry couple because they're always fighting all the time. But then again, Yena is also shipped with Yuri, and that's like one of the most popular ships in IZ ONE. And if we're talking about Yena and Yuri, then we also have to talk about Chaewon because of the Choyuris. But then Chaewon also takes care of Hitomi, who also happens to be in the J line with Nako and Sakura. And if we're talking about Nako, then we're talking about Eunbi, who takes care of her. And Eunbi's the oldest, and Wonyoung's the youngest, and then Yujin is also one of the youngest. And then, oh my god, my head freaking hurts.
Anyways, you get the point. I think this next struggle is definitely an unpopular opinion of mine, but it's actively enjoying their Japanese songs. Like, IZ ONE is a group that is known for promoting in Japan as much as they promote in Korea. Like, they both have labels in both countries and they promote as much music on each country, basically. Considering their 3 Japanese members, Nako, Hitomi, and Sakura, it's evident that they would do something like this to like gather a bigger international audience, especially in Japan. But if I were to be completely honest, I am not a big fan of their Japanese songs. And it's not like I completely hate their Japanese songs, okay? It's just that I think I tend to prefer IZ ONE's Korean title tracks more than their Japanese title tracks. I think that the production value of their Korean songs is definitely way more than their Japanese songs. Considering that IZ ONE is a Korean-based group that promotes in Japan, so obviously they would focus domestically more than international, you know? But I think it's also because I don't really understand Japanese that I prefer K-pop more than J-pop, you know? Because some Japanese songs by K-pop artists are really good. Like, I enjoy some of them. Like, BTS Japanese songs are really good. I enjoy the Day6 ones. 17's Japanese songs are pretty good too. But it's just something about IZ ONE's Japanese songs that I was not a big fan of Buenos Aires. I stopped listening to Vampire a long time ago. And I don't know, it's just a real struggle for me to just really enjoy their Japanese songs. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of other fans struggle with this too. But hey, we all have our favorite songs, don't we? Speaking of liking their songs, this struggle, I think, is a really big struggle. Or just, this is not even a struggle at this point. This is just me being salty for all, on behalf of all the international fans. But this is just me being salty about the fact that IZ ONE never got a proper world tour. Like, obviously they got to promote in Japan and they got to come to KCON as well. I saw them at KCON 2019. Like, I'm not complaining about that at all. But especially because of this whole pandemic and just like IZ ONE going on a hiatus, like, they never got to have the world tour that WIZ ONE had, you know? Like, I really expected them to have at least one world tour in their career, but like things never matched up, and like we just never got that world tour. And so I'm just so salty because like I was gonna buy a light stick and like I was just gonna go wave it all crazy. I was gonna buy the high touch so I can like high five them because like I never got to even do that at KCON. So like, I don't know, this is just me being really salty right now, and I'm like, a lot of international fans are pretty salty too, and I understand the pain. I understand the pain, you guys. Like, this is a universal struggle that all the international fans we struggle with. So curse UK WIZ ONE for being able to go to IZ ONE concerts. Like, seriously, even during the pandemic, they got to go to view an IZ ONE concert while watching in their cars. Like, it's just basically like a theater. What's it called? A drive-in concert? Yeah, drive-in concert. At this point, this is just wrapping it up to the struggles of being an international K-pop fan. Which brings me to my last struggle. And when I talk about IZ ONE never getting a world tour, it obviously leads to the next bad D word. Disbandment.
Did you just say the D word?
Oh, no, I did not say the D word at all. Me?
Really? Because I could have sworn I heard you say it.
No, you heard wrong. I did not say that.
Then what did you say instead?
I said that IZ ONE disband meant a lot to me. Yeah, disband IZ ONE, it means a lot to me. That's what I meant.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm keeping my eyes on you, and I'm keeping my ears peeled. So if I ever hear you say the D word ever again, on behalf of all the IZ ONE fans, I'm gonna give it to you. All right?
Okay, don't worry about it, bro. My lips are sealed. You won't hear from me at all.
Eyes on you, ears peeled.
Anyway, I think that everyone who comes to stand these produced groups know that there has to come an end to all these contracts, you know? Obviously, at the recording of this video, it depends on when you guys are watching it. They're still active as of the recording of this video, but if people are watching this a couple years down, then IZ ONE has disbanded, you know? But for me, I'm always just hanging on to that small sliver of hope in hopes that they would be permanent. Like, it's already a huge try not to cry challenge during watching Produce 48. It's gonna be another try not to cry challenge when they disband. But hey, we're enjoying the ride as we go, aren't we? I've been in the WIZ ONE fandom ever since they debuted. I've enjoyed watching them perform. I've enjoyed listening to all their songs. It's been a wild ride these past 2 years. But whatever happens, I just hope that IZ ONE can finish strongly as a group, and they'd go down in history as one of the most popular girl groups during this 4th generation of K-pop era. I wish IZ ONE luck to every single member, and I just hope for the best for your future endeavors. But for now, let's just forget about that, and let's just enjoy the ride we're on until they disband.
You said the D word! You're gonna get it!
Yo, chill. Anyways, that wraps up this video talking about all my struggles of being in WIZ ONE. To all the other WIZ ONEs out there, what are your struggles of being in the fandom? Do you guys agree with what I said? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more struggles than what I named down here, but you know, these are just my struggles, and honestly, I could bear all of them by standing this group. Like, I don't mind these struggles if I could just get to see all these girls perform live and see them release really good songs. So WIZ ONE, I don't know if you guys are watching this again, but I love all you members. I love the group. I love all your songs, and just thank you for bringing joy into my life. So thank you everyone so much for watching. Hope you guys have a good day or night. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media. See you guys on the next video.